there, friends, and happy holidays! Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and I've got my friend Elwing with me today, who is looking especially dapper in his new holiday bow in red and silver. He's really enjoying that. And we actually are here today to talk to you about a couple fantastic books that are perfect to read around this time of year because they are holiday romances. Now, I want to definitely take a moment just to specify the difference between romances and love stories. The biggest one, there's lots, but the biggest one is that a romance has to have one element that a love story does not. A romance has to have either a happily ever after or a happily for now, which means the future is kind of still uncertain, but it does end happily still. So these books are definitely romances. Sometimes love stories are ones that are like really depressing or sad at the end. They don't end super happy. So I want to talk specifically about romances today, holiday romances, because who the heck wants to feel sad this time of year and read a book that's a downer? Not me. So these two books definitely have happy endings. Just want to throw that out there now. They are romances. The first one is called One Day in December by Josie Silver. I love this book. As you can see from the cover, it was one of the Reese Witherspoon's book club books. I don't remember when, but I know I read this sometime last year and absolutely loved it. So this book takes place over a 10-year period, which sounds kind of crazy, but it really works for the story. So this book is about a woman named Lori who is getting on a bus, and she locks eyes with this guy named Jack. She doesn't know his name is Jack yet, but she locks eyes with this guy and realizes at the instant she sees him that they are meant for one another. They are soulmates. She knows it with every fiber of her being. She's never believed in that kind of thing before now, but as soon as she sees him, she knows. And then the bus takes off. The bus leaves. She doesn't get his name, his information. She doesn't know anything about him. And she just despairs of ever meeting this guy again. Well, she does meet him again. Unfortunately, though, it's on the arm of her best friend. Yes, she meets him again as her best friend's boyfriend. Oh my gosh. So what follows, like I said, is 10 years time of these three characters and what they go through and all their circumstances and this romance, this love triangle basically between the three of them. It is a wonderful story. Even though it does take a long time to get to to the happily ever after, it is still a really fantastic read, especially for this time of year, and especially if you're looking for something to make you feel good. It is a really feel good book, I thought, and just a really sweet story, and kind of makes you just believe in soulmates, and you know that everything happens for a reason, and that the people you meet are definitely the people you were meant to meet, and so on and so forth. So highly recommend it. One Day in December. Now, the next book is actually by an author that I really love, and I was super excited when I found out last year that she had written a holiday book. And it's called In a Holidaze by Christina Lauren. If you haven't read anything else by her, I would highly recommend it. I'll probably do a segment on her sometime next year, an author spotlight, because she's wonderful. Her stories are all very different, but they do all contain this thread of hope and laughter and joy and happy endings. So In a Holidaze, it starts off with this young woman named Maylin who doesn't really have her life together, right? This sounds kind of like the beginning of a Hallmark Christmas movie, right? So she's got a dead-end job. Her romance, her love life is just in shambles. And then she just found out that this Christmas is going to be the last one that her and her family and her friends of her family spend at this big Victorian house and farm in Utah. Every year for Christmas, both the families go and spend the holidays together, and this is going to be the last year because the other family is selling it. So on the way back to the airport, she is just totally upset, and she sends out this like prayer or plea to the universe saying, what is going to make me happy? The next thing she knows, she wakes up on a plane heading to Utah, and it's before the holidays. Yes, this is definitely a Groundhog Day type situation going on this book. If you don't know what Groundhog Day is, basically it was a movie and the main character wakes up the same day over and over and over again and cannot break the cycle until they get it right. And that's what happens here. Maylin wakes up every single day, the same day, over and over again, leading up into the holidays, trying to figure out what she is doing wrong, and she has to make all these different decisions. It's hilarious and also heart-wrenching and also very emotional, and there's a lot of different aspects here, not only just the romance aspect, but family and friends and togetherness and community. This is a great book. It's super funny. I really loved it. I always recommend this to people looking for great holiday reads. It's fantastic, like I said, and it's got a beautiful love story in it as well. In a Holidaze by Christina Lauren. Well, that's what we've got for you guys today. I hope that both of these books sound really interesting and awesome. If so, please feel free to come pick them up from Farmington Community Library. We've also got a lot of other great holiday books if that's what you're looking for, or just we've got a lot of books in general. So if you're looking to grab some books, some audio books, some movies before the holiday starts, now's a great time to do it. And like I said, come in and tell me how you feel about these books. If you do read them, I'd love to talk to you about them. Thank you so much for watching. Next video, actually, I won't see you guys until the beginning of next year. That's exciting, where we will start talking about some of the best books of 2021. It's a great time. I love starting the year off with a great summary of the year before. So we're going to narrow down some of the best books that we've read and hopefully find some more things for you guys to get excited about. So again, thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful and safe and happy holiday, and we'll see you next year.